What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the TJR Auto channel. My name is Tyler, and in today's video, there's something I want to take care of on the GTO that's kind of been a sketchy thing ever since I've actually gotten this car. Now, for anybody who owns a GTO, which is probably most of the people watching this video, you know that there's a handful of sketchy issues that follow these cars. And one of the biggest ones, and it might sound stupid, but one of the biggest ones is all this guy, the key fob. So when I got this car, I only got one key fob with it, and the key fob was actually taped together with like packing tape, and you kind of had to squeeze it a certain way to get some of the buttons to work. And I've taken it apart, I've replaced the battery, which I know is also a very sketchy topic to do, and it works most of the time. So if I take this car anywhere out of town, far from home, I'm always scared that this thing's not going to want to start just because of the stupid little key. So my buddy Josh Moore over at East Coast Holding Parts has come up with a solution, and that's inside this box. Alrighty, gonna throw my original fob to the side. We don't need that right now. And inside of this box, once again, this came from East Coast Holding Parts. I directly have dealt with Josh Moore. He's the guy that runs this lovely establishment. And make sure you check him out right there, eastcoastholdingparts.com. They have more than just GTO stuff, and they don't just have keys. They have an abundance of parts, a lot of new old stock stuff and whatnot, a lot of goodies. So I'm probably gonna end up spending a lot more money here, and yeah, really put myself in the debt. And that's fine, that's okay, because, you know, I love my car. But anywhoozins, first thing I want to show you guys off that came in this package, I opted to get two key fobs, right? So really nice quality. They're blank on the back, but who really gives a shit if there's a logo there? Unlock, lock, and trunk, and then it's currently blank. But what I opted to get was two GM Genuine GTO key blanks, which I think is pretty damn cool that you're able to get these. So they come with the screws. Obviously, once again, it is just a key blank, so this does need to be cut. So I'm gonna have to hunt down a local locksmith and hope that they can cut some keys for me. But that's what's inside of bag number one, inside of box number one, and package number two inside of box number one is this little cute guy. So this plugs in to your OBD2 port, and you basically, what I'm gonna be doing is swapping my original key into one of the new fobs, plugging that into the ignition, turning it to the on position, but not starting the car. Then we plug this guy in, and it basically will blink orange at us a bunch of times, and then it'll blink green. When it blinks green, that means we can pull the key back out, we can pop this out, and then the fob is programmed to the car and ready to start the car right up. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that sounds a lot easier than the 10-10-10 method, which is the only way that, you know, Pontiac or GM, Holden, whoever you want to call them, designed these cars to be programmed, you know, key-wise. So I think this is pretty nifty that Josh was able to get his hands on these, and I'm very excited to see how simple this process is. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, so moving on into the interior of the car, after I swapped out my original key to the nice new key fob with the supplied nice new screws. So what we'll do is we'll throw this guy into the ignition, turn that on. Then we'll take this, shove it up into the OBD, find it. Alrighty, now the key should be programmed. So what we'll do, pull the key back out, good measures, pop out our little programmer, get the thing out. Now, we'll see if she starts the car. So I swapped on my original key once again to the other brand new key fob, and again I'll just show you one more time. Key in, turn that there on our OBD2 plug, plug her in, green key, pull that down. I don't know about you guys, but that's got to be the easiest key reprogramming ever for any car. I mean, come on. But you saw that. It takes 2 seconds. Honestly, I want to time that. I'm actually curious how long that took.
That's awesome.
Well, folks, there you have it. With the help of this little programmer, now I have 2 brand new key fobs programmed, ready to go for this car. Again, the only thing I'm going to have to do is take those key blanks, get them cut to match my originals, and then I'm good to go. So I would say that was well worthwhile, well worth the money. It was so easy to do. I mean, this isn't like a paid, paid sponsor or like paid thing at whatsoever. But I can definitely get behind this product because once again, one thing that's always scared me with this car, taking it anywhere far from home, is if that original key fob was going to quit on me, and then I'm stranded. I'm shit out of luck. I'm stuck. So it's definitely nice insurance to have some extra keys at home for it. And like I said, I'm definitely going to be doing some digging today, probably right after I finish this video up, on who's going to be able to cut these keys for me so that I will actually have a full package ready to just go. Now, I will say, this little programmer only does 3 key fobs. I honestly don't see any reason you'd want more than 2 keys for one car, but hey, to each their own. Maybe you own multiple GTOs, but just keep that in mind. This little programmer is basically good for 3 key fobs, and then I guess it's garbage. I don't know how that works, but so I technically still have one more use out of this, so I guess I'll be holding on to this for a little while longer. So once again, I'd like to give a nice shout out to East Coast Holden Parts for being able to supply parts like this for cars like these. They're old, they're quirky, it's hard to find new old stock stuff, and at least being able to get keys for it, which sounds so stupid because any other car in the world, you can go get a basic key cut or a basic key fob, fixed or replaced for it, except these cars. I know they do make the cheap fobs on Amazon and stuff like that, but I've heard nothing but bad things with them. And those, again, also require the 10-10-10 method, which takes so much time up to potentially not even work. You guys saw it in real time. It did not take any time for this whole setup to be done. So once again, I am super stoked. I really do stand behind this product, and I'm probably going to be doing some more shopping on East Coast Holden Parts, and I suggest you guys do as well. But as always, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I truly do appreciate it. If you guys liked today's video, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, drop some comments down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one.